Hi, it's Sharon Layton here, and we're here at the DIA, European Medical Information and Communications Conference. It's the 9th here in London, and I have with me Anne Turnbull, who works with us as a medical information consultant. And this is the first time that you've been here, I think, isn't it, to the DIA?
Yes.
Many people know Anne because of her work as the operations manager at HIPA and being closely involved in HIPA conferences. So what was the key take-home for you, I think, on the first day?
One of the key things, I think, for the full day was collaboration. How we can work as an industry together to communicate together to help to get the correct information in a timely manner to healthcare professionals, to help the patient get the correct and best support and treatment that they need.
For me, what's the key take-home today? There was lots of great data, there was lots of really facts and figures, and some surprises as well. There was one of the posters was around standard responses, and we have this perception that American standard responses are really long and European ones are really short, but in fact that data showed it was the other way around.
Yeah.
So that was a really nice piece of work. In fact, we also had the poster competition today, and that was won by Professor Evelyn Hermes-DeSantis from Rutgers University, New Jersey in the States, and hers was all around lots of collaboration, not just Evelyn, but it was around what do oncologists want in terms of breast cancer treatment guidelines, and they did some really neat work where they cut and sliced data to look to see what German versus UK oncologists wanted, and I think for me it won because it was around impact on patients, but it was very solid data as well, so that was quite good. There were some interesting sessions, because we started off with customer journey.
We did.
What about you? What did you think of that?
That was really interesting. I felt Pfizer were very open with what they discussed, and it was very helpful to that information.
And for me, I think with the thing with Peter, he really said, we have all the information we need really now. We don't have to do lots of extra surveys. We actually know what our customers want.
I think some of the key points is actually listening to the conversation.
Yeah.
What are they telling us? What's almost a subliminal information? And I think one of the points that came across is you can have any computer in the world, but the best people to analyse the conversations happening are us as humans. And all that information is there, and then we can give them a very good customer experience. We just need to think about what we're doing, and that was another key thing, was listening and then thinking about what we're doing.
Yeah, and of course acting as well. And one of the other sessions we had this afternoon was really around optimising text MedInfo, and that was run by Sarah Dunnett, and there we had a really interesting talk from Ros O'Callaghan, BMS, around how they've changed the way they do MedInfo, and it's like further along the globalisation journey. And then we had some great data again from Pfizer, from Marcus, talking about what customers really want around standard responses and content. So yeah, it's been a great day.
It has.
I'm exhausted because I've taken in so much information.
But there's lots of us to think about, for us to think about, particularly in terms of standard responses.
Yes, definitely. And not much about governance yet, and that's an area we're doing a lot in.
Yes.
And the other thing to take home is next year we're going to have a poster, and it's going to be brilliant. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, I'm Émilie Coutenson from Actelion Pharmaceutical in Switzerland. I really enjoyed this session. I think it was very interactive, and the speakers were very, very good. It was also, I thought, very funny. The second presentation was very funny, and it really showed the real life and what can really happen. We could recognize ourselves also.
So Emily, do you find the concept of customer journey useful for you, do you think?
Yeah, I think it's useful. There are things that we can think about and see how we can improve. There are always things that we can improve.
Thank you, Emily. Okay, bye.
Bye.
So what have you found interesting today, Sarah?
Oh, it's been a great day, just loads of meeting up with old friends, so the annual get-together with the DIA family, but also that opportunity to share and bounce ideas around, get updates on various projects that people have been working on, giving them a platform, hearing about what's going on. It's just fantastic to be able to share experiences and really give each other sort of motivation to keep moving forward with a lot of
And
the
you actually
initiatives.
chaired a session. What was your session about?
Okay. My session was about shaping efficiencies in medical information. So really understanding that the services that we provided back perhaps in the 1990s, in the early 2000s, just don't cut it anymore. Customers want something different, the business wants something different, and perhaps one size doesn't fit all. Perhaps we need to differentiate.
Right. Right. Thank you very much,
Yeah, okay.
Sarah. Cheers.